What is up, my pimps, my player haters, and lest we forget the minorities? Today, we have a very beautiful firearm, the Springfield m1903. This one was produced in the year of our Lord, October 10th, 1929. Number 1,332,236 is the number of this rifle. Now, a lot of these were produced for a long fucking time. There were various models of these. Some, the early ones, had spiked bayonets, which, for those of you that don't know, is a bayonet stored inside the gun. It's like a long rod. It's basically like a screwdriver. It's like a screwdriver on the end of the gun. Now, we're going to do some shooting with this firearm. I want to talk a little bit about it, kind of what it is, kind of just a little facts about it. And that's about it, basically. So this gun is a Mauser pattern. I'm sure many of you, if you're watching this video, at least know something about this gun. And for many of those who don't, maybe you'll learn a couple things. But this gun, when produced, was stolen. The design of the bolt here is a Mauser pattern bolt, or a Mauser pattern bolt. Now, when you look at this, go look at a Car 98 bolt or some other Mauser pattern design. But if you look, they have the same they have the same extractor lug kind of deal here. This is a 3-lug system, apparently very tough, very strong. I don't know. And the difference is, too, between this and the German version is it has a magazine cutoff. This gun can hold 5 rounds in the magazine, while I believe the German one can only hold 4. Don't quote me on that. Additionally, you can have one in the chamber, so you could have a total of 6 rounds if you wanted, which I'm sure many soldiers did during the Great War. This gun was also used by the Marines in the early stages of World War II. In, I think, Guadalcanal, one of the first battles for the Marines. This was the gun they came up ashore with, along with the Johnson gun, and very, very few M1 Garands. There just weren't as many that were required at the time. Plus, they didn't really like them. They like this gun. Another little fact for you guys. What do you think combat zero on a firearm like this is? I'll let you guess. 100 yards. You guessed 100 yards? Wrong. 200 yards? Wrong. 300 yards? Wrong. 400 yards? Wrong. 500 yards? Sorry, buddy. Still wrong. 527 meters or 540 yards. I think that's the conversion. This gun is zeroed at 527 meters. Now, when this gun was produced, it was produced by Springfield Armory. Now, as many of you know, Springfield Armory today is a commercial private entity in, the civilian sector that produces M14s and imports other guns and makes really shitty 1911s. But at the time when this gun was produced, it was produced by the U.S. federal government under the Department of Defense at the Arsenal of Springfield, I think, Massachusetts. These guns were produced by the United States government. This one specifically, at the time, the United States government would procure guns through itself. It would not use commercial entities. That stopped in roughly 1961 after we adopted, I think, the M16. But prior to that, M14s, various Browning machine guns, everything. Most of the guns the United States Army had was produced by the government. So just a little fact about this gun. When it would come out of the factory, this gun would be put into a stand, a mechanical stand, be locked in, and they would zero the gun at 527 meters or 540 yards, I think. Or I have that backwards. It's 540 meters and 527 yards, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Point being is, at the time, they thought long-range warfare would be key. Okay. So they thought long-range warfare would have been key. They were thinking, well, they're coming out of, 19th century warfare, coming into the early 20th century. So they're thinking, well, we're going to be engaging lines of infantry, rough groups of infantry at large distances. Well, then come to find out, World War I, it's a little closer than expected. So when you shoot this gun at somebody at 100 yards, for example, I'm about 5'10", 5'11", you would be aiming at their waist. And you would hit them right up here. So it'd be a pretty big difference in height. Similar with a lot of Swiss guns as well. The Swiss K31. If you've ever shot that gun, you go, what the fuck were they thinking with that thing? Because that gun 0 is, I don't even know. It shoots so high at 100. Anyway, when these guns were developed, they were given a sight ladder of, what is the number here? 2,700 yards or meters, I'm not sure. But roughly, in World War I, when they were shooting these out to those distances, they realized the calculations were wrong. And it turns out, when they developed the sight, after about 1,200 yards, I think it is, or maybe 1,400, they realized they miscalculated the whole rest of the ladder. Now, I don't know if this ever got fixed, so they were just like, fuck it, who cares? Nobody's shooting out that far anyway, which is very possible. So, basically, anything after about 12 or 13 or maybe 1,400 meters or yards, the rest of the sight's basically junk. Doesn't work. Now, I don't know if that got fixed. Maybe it did. This gun, its windage is back here on this knob. Now, we're not going to mess with that. And we're not going to mess with our sight because we'll be shooting at 100 yards. So, I feel like maybe, hopefully you learned a little bit something. Maybe I missed something. I probably did. This gun saw a lot of use in World War I. It was the, quote, main service weapon, which isn't true. The 1917 Enfield and 30-06 was produced, outproduced this by a lot. But due to the fact that this is American-made design and so on and so forth, the Army went, well, this has to be the issue rifle. And it saw a lot of use in World War II, obviously, by the Marines, and converted to sniper rifles later in the war. It saw use in Korea as a sniper, and it saw use in Vietnam as a sniper. And about after that, pretty much stopped. And the United States military stopped producing guns in roughly 1961, I believe, after the procurement from Armalite for the M16 rifle. So we're going to shoot this gun. We're running some 165 grain 30-06 SIG. This gun isn't particularly, I'm sure it has great accuracy potential, but I have not found an ammo for it yet. But this ammo has vertical stringing, which is much preferred over horizontal nonsense, in my opinion. So we're going to shoot this thing, load it up with 5 rounds. I'm going to set you guys up. You can watch these first few shots. I'll put you down range. Okay. So I want to go in. Uh-oh. Oh, because I have the magazine cut off on. Missed. Okay, now we're moving to 100 yards. Moving high. Because at 100 yards, this gun shoots still kind of high. So, there we go. We're going to chance it'll knock the target down. Alright, we're empty. Alrighty, I've loaded up 5 rounds. We're going to do some speed shooting with this thing. We're just going to see if we can hit. We can't hit is what it is. We're going to take these down. We're going to use the combat sights. I have some, probably some of you are wondering what this is on here. This is just grip tape, not literal tape, but it's like I can wrap it around and it holds together because of friction. So we're going to use it. The gun's stock is basically gone, or the butt pad's basically worn off. If this thing ever did have any, I don't know, marks or anything, I don't know, they're gone. Anyway, let's go for it. Let's see how quickly we can shoot. 3, 2, 1. Oh. God damn. Oh, it's sticking. Why is it sticking? I think it's because of the water on the bullets, because some of them had ice on them. So we're gonna try that again. We're gonna load up 5 more rounds. Yeah, because it's all wet in there. So I'm gonna be careful not to get a bunch of ice on my bullets. Here's our bullet. Big, beefy, beautiful bullet. Soft point, 165 grain SIG. About $1 or something around. And here I am shooting it in the trash. Tales all this time, huh? Here, you watch me load them. I'm not used to. I'm more of a Mosin kind of bolt guy. Like my Mosin bolt, most of you are gonna find this very hard to believe, but it's smoother than this. Because I polished the shit out of it. So let's try that again. Okay, I had to cut there for a second. So let's get ready to shoot. Take our safety off. I think it's already off. We're gonna find out. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna just go as fast as possible. Oh man, it's sticking like a motherfucker. Why is it doing that? It's like rough right there. I don't know, the gun's acting funky. Weird. Can't rapid fire. It's being goofy. Let's check down what the bore looks like, huh? No, bore looks fine. Perfectly fine bore. It's like this thing was never shot. I mean, here, stand back. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to load 6. Get that bolt closed, put our magazine on, bring your bolt back all the way. Okay, so you're gonna load your rounds, load 5 rounds in. Now, the way these extractors are built, they're kind of fragile to doing stuff like this, so you need to be careful. Son of a bitch, I dropped a round in the snow. Common winter problems, huh? When you live in the hinterlands of the north. Get that bullet kind of dried off. So can't put another one in there. Another one doesn't fit. So what you're gonna have to do is here, you're gonna take your round and you're gonna slip it underneath your extractor right there. So I gotta see how I can show this. You're gonna go like this. You're gonna kind of push down at that bottom round, get it in, try to get it in. Okay, kind of got it. You're gonna push forward, and you got it in there. So now you got 6 rounds. So let's see if we can fire 6 rounds. Take our safety off. We're just gonna, hell, I don't know, just do it like this. No. There we go. That was a waste of a bunch of money, but hey, why not? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know. Tell you, if you have the opportunity to buy one of these guns, I'd buy it. You know, they aren't making them anymore. I paid about $1,000. I know, $1,000, what? But the gun was in pretty good condition. Listen, I'm a young guy. I don't have the options of this. Isn't 20 years ago for you fucking old people go comment, well, back in my day, you could buy one for $80. Well, this ain't your day anymore, old man. Okay, I understand you own 30 M1 Garands and bullshit like that, but this ain't that. Okay, so here, you gotta strike a pose. Hell, why not? Do this. Strike a pose. So, should you buy one of these? Yeah, you should. They're pretty cool. Ammo's expensive, but due to the way the bolt is built and all that, you can pretty much shoot whatever you want. You want to shoot 170 grains through it, 178 grains, you can. You want to shoot 150 grains through it, you can. This isn't an M1 Grand where it has these ammo issues. This bolt is very strong. It's a 3-lug bolt. Very, very strong. Only thing stronger than it, probably an Arasaka. Okay, despite the fact those guns are kind of dookie. So, thank you all for watching. See you later, bitch. Bitch. Asshole. Alright, peace, bitch.